Why are they pouring boiling hot wax all over his back? Most people's first thought is that it's meant to burn the skin, but that's actually not the point. The moment the melted wax hits the air, it cools fast and spreads across his back, forming a thick solid layer. That layer locks heat directly against the muscles, creating an intense burning sensation without causing immediate damage to the skin. In some extreme training routines, it's used specifically to build pain tolerance and sharpen mental control. So the second the wax hardens, he gets straight to work, forcing himself to push through every single rep with that heat against his skin. If you look at the blade of a Japanese katana, you might think they're incredibly sharp, but they have a major drawback, because katanas are very thin, which means they can easily bend if used with bad technique or if they strike a hard object, as cutting depends less on strength and more on the right angle, speed, and experience. That's why beginners often struggle to cut even paper, while those with some experience can do it effortlessly. And true masters can even make a successful cut with a wooden sword. All you need to learn this cool trick is just 2 minutes. It lets you create what looks like smoke coming straight from your fingertips, and all you need is a piece of paper and your hands. First, start by placing the paper on a surface and lighting it. Once it burns, it will leave behind a dark residue. Let that sit for around 10 minutes so it fully cools down. Then take a small amount of that residue and rub it between your fingers, letting the friction create the smoke effect. This plant was trusted to carry something people couldn't afford to lose, because once its outer green skin is carefully shaved off, it's sanded down until it reveals a wood-like shell that is extremely tough and lightweight. Which is why it was carried everywhere, because when a hole is drilled at the top, all the dried seeds inside are shaken out, leaving behind a hollow and dense interior, because it's then steamed in pollen, which adds texture and helps the color set in, after which a hot sealant is poured in, and when the gourd is carefully rotated, it evenly spreads, filling any small holes inside. So when accessories are added, it's turned into one durable water bottle. This is Shimada, better known as the Concrete Fist. He wasn't born powerful, he was built, raised on discipline, pain, and a hard way of life. While others would quit, Shimada doubled down. 1,000 push-ups on bare concrete, punching stones, slamming his fists into walls, no gloves, no mercy. What started as training turned into obsession. Day after day, he punished his hands until skin, bone, and will hardened together. Years of brutal conditioning forged his fists into something else entirely. Dense, unforgiving, almost inhuman, and if he keeps